Hello, 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 and welcome to Psycho Cinema Therapy Theater, the only show where we take what you just watched on the big screen and turn it around and project it on the small screen of your brain. So glad you're here today because I did go see The Devil Wears Prada Part 2, and we certainly do have a lot to unpack on this video. So like I said, I just came out of seeing The Devil Wears Prada 2, and I know what you're thinking, because I was thinking the same thing. I don't know Pravda from Payless. How am I going to really appreciate this movie? And that's fine, but here's a secret that the film doesn't advertise on the poster. This movie is not about passion. It never was. It's about power. It's about survival. And in this sequel, it's absolutely, unmistakably, uncomfortably about us, you and me. Now, for anyone who needs a quick orientation, 20 years have passed since the first film. Andy Sachs, played by Anne Hathaway, is now a successful, established journalist. She has made it. And 10 minutes into the movie, she's out the door as her entire department is fired. Fired on text and fired at an awards show. And this is where the film grabs you by the collar and tells you nobody is safe. So the scrappy young journalist is safe, and the legendary editor-in-chief, played by Meryl Streep, that is where the psycho cinema therapy begins. So let's think about Nigel for a moment. Runway's fashion director. The man who spent his career traveling the world, crafting those beautiful, breathtaking, museum-worthy photo spreads, an artist, a craftsman, and now he gets 2 days. 2 days to shoot content locally. And nobody cares how beautiful it is. They only care about one thing. Is it clickable? Can we just sit back and just vegetate on how devastating that view is for a second? Because I want to ask you, and I want you to really think about this. Have you ever felt that in your own work as a thing that made you good at what you do, your expertise, your taste, your 4 years or more of experience? Has that ever made you feel like things have stopped mattering? Like the only thing anyone cares about anymore is whether you can get someone else to stop scrolling for 3 seconds? This is The Great Leveling, and this film nails it. The most elite magazine in the world is now playing the same game as any blogger, even myself, who's trying to get more YouTube subscribers. That's right, that's the first thing I thought of. This entire multi-billion-dollar enterprise, or so it was years ago, is now on my level, and there's just all about just trying to get clicks and clicks and clicks and likes. Now let's talk about the drama, because there's certainly plenty of it. Emily Charlton, Miranda's former assistant, now her rival executive, is going head-to-head with her for control of the magazine's future. And the knives, they are out. But here's what I love about what this film is doing beneath the surface glamour. It's asking really uncomfortable questions. Is betrayal a personality flaw, or is it what a shrinking system demands of its people? Think about it. When the budgets gets cut, and when the industries contract, there's only one chair left and 6 people who need to sit down. What happens to loyalty? What happens to mentorship? What happens to the people who trained you, who believed in you, who gave you your first shot? This film doesn't let anyone fully off the hook, and it shouldn't, because in the real world, your world, my world, we've all seen this playing out in offices and newsrooms and hospitals and schools. Scarcity turns colleagues into competitors. And that's not just a fashion industry problem. That's the human problem. That's the you and me problem. Okay, now this one I really want to dig into, because this scene stopped me cold. And this is where they're having a big fashion dinner in the chapel, which houses Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper. And this is not an accident. The Last Supper depicts one specific moment in time, the moment right before everything changes forever, the moment before the old world ends and something new, something frightening, something irreversible begins. And the filmmaker is putting Miranda Priestly right in that painting. She has spent her entire career being the one who decided who was in and who was out. She was always the one at the table, and now someone is sitting across from her telling her what the future looks like. And the future doesn't have a place carved out for her instincts, her authority, or her I. The buyer isn't even a villain. He might just be, right? And Miranda's fury, that cold, terrifyingly Miranda Priestly fury, is the fury of someone whose entire identity, whose life's work, whose genius is now being made redundant. So here's your film therapy question for the week, and I want you to really sit with it. What is your irreplaceable thing? What is the skill, the instinct, the human quality you can bring to your work that you truly believe in that no machine could replicate? Good luck on this one. How certain are you, honestly, truly certain, that it's not totally irreplaceable? I'm not asking to scare you. I'm asking because that question is the most important professional question of our time. And this film, dressed up in Chanel and Valentino, has the audacity to ask it. So last point, and this one's almost philosophical. The film shows us Runway trapped in an infinite content cycle. Churn it out, make it clickable, do it again. There's no finish line. There's never no moment where someone says, that's enough, that's excellent, we're done. The scrolling never ends. And here's what I want you to hear. The scrolls are not designed to satisfy you. They are designed to continue. That's the whole architecture of it. What this film is mourning, and what I think we should all let ourselves mourn for just a minute, is the loss of a world where things were made, where someone took time and care and skill and produced something with weight and meaning and permanence, and now everything is content, everything is fodder, everything is just more material to feed a machine that is never truly full. And so that's what I want you to take away with today. The Devil Wears Prada 2 is wearing fashion on the outside, but underneath all those gorgeous couture gowns, it's wearing the same anxieties you're wearing to work every single day. The fear that your industry is shifting beneath your feet, the grief of watching your craft get reduced to a metric, the sting of betrayal from people you trusted, and the deeply unsettling suspicion that the future being built around us is not built with us in mind. Miranda Priestly is not a fashion icon in this film. She is all of us, brilliant, seasoned, and terrified, and refusing to disappear quietly into the algorithm. And maybe, just maybe, that refusal is worth something. So thank you for being here. Keep watching, keep thinking, and I will see you next time on Psycho Cinema Therapy Theater. And if you liked what you see and want to hear more of it, then please like and subscribe. And I will see you next time in the dark.